And now it is time for the nightcap. The second-seeded Duke Blue Devils taking on the Lehigh Mountain Hawks. From a walk-on to Patriot League MVP, getting the Mountain Hawks to the NCAA tournament for just the 5th time in program history. Along with Albrecht, and then for the Duke Blue Devils, no changes there either. Okonawa does come off the bench. Delaney Thomas has the first point. And that Duke defense let Lehigh know they're going to be coming after them all night long. I said committed, but connected too. I think this Duke team, you sense that, you see it watching their practice yesterday as Delaney Thomas.
And she's built Duke back up. Duke has been a big-time program in women's college basketball, has made multiple Final Fours, but there had been a lull.
Has her first points not long after checking in. All the ACC first-team selection too. There, finally, is the first points of the night for Lehigh. Just about 30 minutes ago.
And how about that Oregon contingent? A good bit of fans here in Cameron Indoor to watch Oregon play.
Went over there yesterday, I believe it was, right? And see if she could get a few tips, maybe taking on the Blue Devils. That's a good look inside. Remy Sisselman off the bench, the senior for 2. A look for Stemmer is good. That's her second triple.
I think it's a combination of all of those things. Duke hasn't played, like you said, in a couple of weeks, and it feels like they're pressing a bit. Reagan Richardson with an open look.
And if you're not, you better be sprinting the other way. McQuillan takes advantage of the defensive takeaway.
From McQuillan, coming off 13 points in that Patriot League championship game.
And she's averaged 13.5 over her last 2, and the Blue Devils. Okonawa says, I dare you to stay with me.
That first step, Jen, that first step from Alucia Okonawa. Notre Dame, NC State were the favorites. Duke gets their revenge. They beat Louisville, who they lost to in the regular season. They beat Notre Dame, who they lost to in the regular season. And then same thing with NC State.
To the bench, she's got the last 8 points for Duke. Wood, Thomas, Mayer, all touching at this possession. Thomas, the offensive rebound, makes good. Duke staring down 30. Mayer will put them up to 31.
In the second quarter, and they've been knocking them down.
And you know, if you're Lehigh, this is a stretch in the game where you really need to figure out. Coach Lawson starting her in the second half, Kelly.
It's very rare. You know, Toby Fournier is the only player in the country that leads her team in scoring coming off the bench.
5th all-time NCAA tournament appearance for the Mountain Hawks. As Fournier, a little off balance, doesn't matter. She has 7. Well, Lehigh continues to stay stuck at 10 as Duke goes through the back door. Donovan Jackson back to Fournier. That was a tough pass for the freshman to pick up and finish, but she did. And as incredibly frustrating as that must be, I would think you just have to chip away, right? And there are the first points of the third quarter.
It's really working here in Durham.
You're saying you like in the Kara era, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah. I think the Duke fans are, too.
Why not? Shooters can shoot. She brings confidence to her player.
With that urgency, as if they're down, not as if they're up by this number, as Alucia knocks down that 3. And that's just kind of what Duke does. I know playing an overtime game, you could argue they may be more fatigued, but they got some serious momentum from that game. Putting that out there, Jason Tatum, of course, played at Duke and then plays for the Boston Celtics, where Kara Lawson was an assistant coach, so they have a great relationship. He sent the team some shoes
for this game, and she said she was going to have her not looking like a freshman.
We may have to use that on Sunday. I'm sure they're going to put it out today or tomorrow as the threes just keep raining.
And New England, a lot of times, prep school, sometimes they get an extra year in there. She did, and when it is fallen, it is fallen.
And even when they get an open look, they feel rushed. That's what the Duke defense does. And when the 3 ball is fallen, this Duke team.
Duke run. Just a dominant defensive performance and some good offense to go along with it. Little offensive rebounding worked in. We kind of joked with her, of all the places that Oregon would wind up, of course they had to come here. And now it's MVP. Lehigh won it.
And to your point, John, with the win today for Oregon, as the threes just rain for the Duke Blue Devils.
You're loving that, aren't you? A little three-point love.
Absolutely.
You don't mind.
I'll talk threes all day.
I know. Albrecht able to get, and she is, as a story we mentioned earlier, a walk-on who did not earn a full scholarship until this year. Duke, North Carolina, NC State, all top 3 seeds for the first time ever. The men's tournament going on in Raleigh as well. They're even getting banked in from 3. Okay.
It is just raining threes for Duke. If the bank is open this late, you know Duke's feeling good.
De Jesus. And Batty Stone. Oh, she is having a 4th quarter here.
Who's just sat on the bench, you know, for 2 hours of real time.
6 on the shot clock. Batty Stone's not afraid.
Batty Stone's cooking.
Oh, she's looking for the assist now, and she'll get it. Quarter of this game, but hey, the offense putting up 86 here tonight too, sending a message. That shot was blocked. And with that, the Duke Blue Devils move on through to the 2nd round and a date with the Oregon Ducks.